Shardvixen here. I'm feeling a little blah. Probably look a little blah too. You ever notice how your collars start to get weird on your t-shirts? It's getting a little cooler here today, so I've been cold and hanging out in my bedroom. So today's a rambling, so that just means things pop up out of my head and we talk about it. I talk about them. One of the things that was interesting to me, it happened during the week, is this person asked my daughter and me how she felt about walking around, and this was before they noticed my daughter's hair because they were on the wrong side of her. How they felt about me, my age, and I don't know how they knew what my age was, but wearing this kind of a hairstyle, you know, like, was she embarrassed or whatever? And then my daughter turned to him and they kind of went, oh, wait a minute. Because my daughter's hair is, I don't know if you've seen the haircut. It's very popular right now. From here on is one length and then shaved on one side. She really likes that. She's had it now for probably almost a year. She got it done when she was getting ready to go down and see, she went to a concert. I know I talked about it, but I don't remember which one it was, but it had the guy from 9 Inch Nails there, or maybe 9 Inch Nails. I don't remember. Had a whole bunch of very alternative-like bands. And she went in and had her hair done, and they shaved the picture of the guy. I can't remember his name right now. I should, because one of her friends' cousins was named for him. But I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. I keep playing with my hair because it's not up today. Also, it needs to be dyed. This color needs to go. Corn color. I mean, you still see a little bit of the orangey color. I think what's going to happen is when I get the cash, I'm going to go blue. Not the teal. Even though I really like the teal, I'm going to go that sapphire blue. So I'll bleach out these roots right here. Right? And then we'll leave the rest here. I won't bleach it. We'll just bleach the roots off. And we'll do it blue. And so then the bleached area up here will be a solid blue, while as this will all turn green. That'll look pretty cool, I think. And it'll turn different greens because, of course, remember I did it like half and half. Half of a more orangey color and half more yellow color. So that'll be kind of interesting. Don't want to be blonde? Well, it's not really blonde. Maybe. No, not really. It's not a preference of colors. I mean, I like change in my hair. I like to change it up a little bit. That's why I have the haircut I have, because I can wear it, you know, I can wear it up and back. I can, my daughter puts it in little buns for me. Sometimes I get two, so I got the little, like, little kitty cat ears, or not kitty cat ears, koala bear ears or something. I got really bad itch going on here, I'm sorry. My face hurts a lot, which is normal when I'm tired and having fatigue issues. Anyway, so the person said, after they looked at my daughter, they went, the dryer, beeping. That's all that is the dryer. You know, that she said, no, she wasn't embarrassed. But it answered the question because, you know, her haircut. But then the person went on to say, you know, it seems like I should be more age appropriate. And that made me think about age appropriate. Maybe I'll do a vlog on age appropriate. I don't know. I'm not age appropriate. I don't even know what other 50-year-olds do. I mean, I know 50-year-olds, but a lot of the people I know that are my age are like me. You know, they're not fuddy-duddies, though they might be fuddy-duddies. I mean, a fuddy-duddy is because the younger generation looks at the older generation and says, oh, you're stuck in your time zone. And a lot of my friends are stuck in their time zone of what they were like when they were younger. But a lot of people are that way. I mean, the most that I see about the 50 years, from 50 to 60, is that you start contemplating that whole around the corner there lies the reaper waving at you, And then on the other end of the spectrum is, you know, around the corner was the glory days. I don't have glory days. So, maybe that's a, let me write that down. Maybe we'll do an age appropriate vlog. Because that seems like it's more than what, you know, I have time for in a rambling video. I had other things too. We'll talk about age appropriate. I'll look into it and see what my age appropriate is. I ain't wearing polyester pants, man. That's never happening. Maybe a polyester mix, but not the polyester pants of the 70s that I remember all the old people wearing. That some old people still wear. That's kind of an interesting thing, too, is that, you know, what classifies as old to you. Old is my mom. You know, my mom's old. She's 74, 75. 74, 75, something like that. What's old to her? 90s? Because that would be where my grandmother would be. It'd be 90s. That'd be like ancient. What happens when I'm 90? Will I think I'm old? I don't know. Probably not. Or maybe. I mean, sometimes I feel old. You know? Sometimes I feel kind of run down and broken. Is that what old means? I think that we talk about ageism. You know, I didn't think that it existed, but apparently it exists. I just know this. It seems kind of hard for me. Now, oh, that was something I was going to talk about. So, I wanted to make a little, okay. So, we have this dude. Let me find another one. I got another dude. I know I do. I know I do. Let's get Shardvixen now. We haven't seen her in a while. Hang on. This is the other Shardvixen.
No, I am the right Shardvixen.
I'm not a puppet master. I don't do the not talking with your lips when you know, so this is just what it is. Alright, so tell them your thoughts. So, I find it interesting that in the 3 years I've done YouTube, there seems to be people that just pop up within a year and they're already way past me in subs.
That is horrible. Just horrible. You've worked so hard at your channel. You should be able to get all those subs.
Well, I'm not really sure I've worked that hard on my channel. I mean, a lot of stuff I had planned hasn't gotten done in the 3 years that I've been here. But I figure I have nothing but time because I got no place to go and nothing really to do. So really, it kind of makes sense that I haven't really gotten higher subs. I guess. Or maybe not, because there's nobody to compare myself with.
Oh, but we love you so, Shardvixen. You should not feel this way. It's alright to feel down sometimes. Just do what you like to do and we will love it.
That's what y'all say. But really, how many people are absolutely entertained by me? You know, I seem like I watch these other people who are growing and they don't seem any more exciting than me. I'm not being mean here. I'm just, you know, thinking objectively.
It's alright. I still love you. You're so cute and fuzzy. And sometimes you say really funny things. But you know, if you don't work at having people and saying, if you like, please hit the like button. If you want to, you should sub. If you like what you see, then no one will sub and like you, right?
Well, I guess that could be true. In fact, I think that's true. So the question becomes, what am I really going to be doing with my channel? I mean, really, what is my end goal? I talk about it all the time. But I'm not really sure where it is I'm going with it.
We just want you here for us. So we have somebody to see and look. If nothing else, laugh at and say, what a silly old woman doing these kind of things.
Well, that's true. And that in itself is enough. But let's go on and talk about what it is we do want to do with our channel. I'm leaving now. Catch y'all later. So that is kind of some of the stuff I want to do on Shardvixen's magnificent channel. That's what she was created for. She was created so that with her fine... This is really the outfit, kind of what I would wear, you know. See my beautiful little pants here and the back end of my pants. This is a representative of my outfit. I don't know that I want a blue shirt, you know, but I do want my logo on it, right? And I do have a semi-gold kind of tutu. It's purple. I'm gonna show that off. I am. I'm gonna finish making it and show it off because I was asked. You know, I did this thing with Cobra about hybrids, and Shardvixen's a hybrid, of course. And they asked me if I had a costume. Now, I don't have a furry costume because I'm not a furry. I'm a hybrid. And I have, you know, this costume I wanted to wear when I go out to cons. Will I get to a con? I don't know. So, in reflection, in reflection, I want to say two different words there, I think. About my channel, here's how this goes. I want to keep playing video games. I enjoy playing video games, whether you guys enjoy watching them or not. I like playing video games, so I'm still going to do that. I am working on the animation. I have come 3/4 of the way, pretty much. I've gotten stuck, like I said in the past, on a perspective. I'm working on that right now. I'll get that one done. I've got 7 other animation stories lined up. It's just a matter of being able to sit down and get them done, because it hurts to sit in this chair. I mean, that's the end thing. It hurts to sit in this chair. It hurts to sit and look at my screen on my video gaming. It hurts. It does. I know I talked about getting a new mask. I got the stuff out. I just gotta sit down and do it. Again, it hurts to sit in these chairs that I use for. I got pain right there. Piercing pain on my face, and it's bugging me, and it's hard to think. Hang on. I think because I'm sweating in my mask, which is weird. I don't usually sweat in my mask. But I have a list. You would not believe. Over there, there's a list on the wall of the things I need to do for my channel. And the things I just need to do in life. Like, I started a Boba Fett mask for my grandson 2 years ago. I have not finished yet. It's still sitting there. It needs to be not paper mache. I have to bring out the gauze, and I have to plaster it. And I just haven't gotten to it. Why? Because every time I wake up with the idea and a goal of things I need to do, I get caught up in other things. I get caught up sitting and playing video games because I don't want to move. I'm too tired. Or I'm sleeping. Sorry. I always forget it's there, and then I smack it. I forgot what I was saying. That happens, you know. I know what I want to do, and I know where I want to go. So that's half the battle. Just getting there is the issue. I think I'm going to rearrange my living room again. Only with this time with the idea of putting my chair more alongside where my computer is, so that I have access to the OBS. And then I can also draw, and I'm hoping to get a slanted lap table so I can do the animation easier. I don't know, though. Just don't know. We'll see. I mean, that's all I can do. It's just step by step. But it gets annoying because I'm laying in bed not feeling well, and I say, I should get up and do this, this, and this. And I'm like, I'm just going to lay down and rest, because if I get overly stressed, then I have fibromyalgia attack. If I push through it, and then I'm down for 3 days rather than being down for 1 day. Or like today, I slept in. I just was feeling a little draggy, because that's what happens a lot, is I get very draggy feeling. So, I don't know. That's what's been in my thoughts lately. The other thing that's been in my thoughts lately is how it would be so nice if the world was black and white. And right and wrong, let's say it that way. Rather than all these little weird gray in-betweens. Because it keeps coming to mind is that you have people who have done horrific things in their past. Kind of like the Marion Zimmerman Bradley vlog I did. And if you haven't seen that, you should go check it out. It's one of the Know Thyselfs. And these people that you, maybe some of you didn't know, but you like their product, you know, things they have done. And then they do horrific things, and you can't support the product anymore because they're such asses for doing stupidity things, mean, rotten things. And then it comes this thing about, well, I really like this movie, but the guy in it, you know, raped his co-host. Or I really like this movie, but the director has been masturbating in front of young girls every time he interviews them for a thing. That is so wrong. But then we have this standalone art. Does the art stand alone, though? The question becomes, does it stand alone? Is a person I guess my question is a person the total sum of the wrongdoing evil they do in their life, or are there like fringes of good of them? For me, I think there's fringes of good, but the problem is how do you support one thing without supporting the other thing? Because you don't want to support somebody who thought it was okay to, be inappropriate and sexually assaulting to people who were coming to them with trust for being a part of that artwork. It's very mind-boggling for me because Harry Weinstein being one of them. I don't know the guy. I'm sure I've seen a lot of his movies, but off the top of my head, I can't think of any that I've seen. But then you watched it, you paid for it, or maybe you watched it on TV. You didn't necessarily pay for it. You paid for it. TV is different because how TV works, the commercials pay for it. But you support these, and it's like like I said in my vlog, it's like being made a fool of in some ways. Like this person had and it's not our fault that this person had the secret. What is our fault is that if we knew about it, we didn't do anything about it. Another thing that's come to my mind since my last Raveling video, which is a little more sad, which is why I left it towards kind of the end, is, okay, so I read a lot of really negative news. Now, I don't justify why I do it. It's just kind of my way of picking out. I pick out one kind of thing and I read about it a lot. Like men who murder their wives. Or wives who murder their husbands. Married people who are in love and the whole world around them thought they were these great people and then a great couple and then they aren't so great. And then children who are murdered. The children who are murdered one is kind of a really... I wrote in articles on it. I've done a lot of research on stuff like that because the violence towards children. And a lot of people think that children who are murdered are because they're the hard children, the ones that... Most of those just get left behind on the side of the road. It seems that a lot of times the children that are the ones who are susceptible to being murdered are actually really nice kids because their parents are the wackos. And I say wackos because I'm being very mean and derogatory. People who kill are part of... Remember, if you watched my earlier vlogs, my first and second, I talk about the spectrum. So we have the spectrum of average. We have the spectrum of groups. In the middle is the average people. That's the people who all kind of share the same idea about any given thing. Okay? Then on both sides, you have the plus and negative, or negative and plus, however you want to look at it. And each of those are standard deviations away from the average. So, in any given group policy, you have a 1% on either side, and it's going to be a small number who do not fit in the average behavior. So, average people of 70, and we'll just do the set norm that I did in the vlog. You have to go back and look at it if you don't understand. Is the average... So this is our average. The average amount of people in the world would not kill their kid. Okay. These are the 12.7% of people who could never, ever, ever think of something like that. And those who might. Or do it. These would never do it. And these might do it. And then these way out here are the 1.7%, 1.76%. I don't know what exactly 0.9%. We'll go 1.9%. 1.9% who would do it and who absolutely cannot in any shape or form do it, but be part of it. So, you've got these spectrums. It's a little more complicated on that kind, so you got to think of it more of a ball, I think, on that aspect. Because I don't think there's people at 1.7% who think, I'm not going to kill my kid, but I'll watch somebody else kill my kid. I think they would still be on the 1.7% that would kill their kid. But you get a lot of those. You get a lot of people that do that. So when you look at the statistics of children who die per day, and I'll link some of those because I have them. It is appalling. But what is even more appalling is the fact that the only ones you get to know about are the ones that news reports. That is really appalling to me. And sad. It's very sad to me. And somehow there should be a memorial, even if it's just one mention of every child who died in a state, in a city, in the hospital, came and was brutally attacked by someone in their care. We're not talking about people outside who are murdered from people who don't know them, because there's a percentage of that too. But, so I was thinking I might figure out a way to maybe at the end of my vlogs put a memorial up for children who have been murdered. The problem is like, again, you don't know who they are if they haven't had a news thing. And then you have to shift through all the news stuff. And a lot of news stuff doesn't even get on the internet. I mean, you think there's a lot there, but there's a lot of newspapers that are not connected to the internet. Little tiny towns. They had a child in a very small populated town, not in the United States, but a really tiny island of 1,000 people, and a child was killed. So 1 in 1,000. But she was not murdered by her parents. She was murdered outside of the known influence of people. So that's what I've been thinking about. This is a little longer of a vlog. I'm sorry. Very passionate. I think that's some of the stuff is that the reason I get very passionate about things is because I don't have anything to be passionate about in my life. I mean, my children. I love my children. Don't get me wrong. I love them. I'm very passionate about them and what they do in their life. But both of them are older now. You know, 14 is, you start doing your own kind of stuff to a degree. He's a little bit behind, but he's getting there. And then, you know, my daughter's 27, so she's a full-blown adult. And then, well, then there's Boo Boy, but Boo Boy doesn't need, I'm his third person in his life. And so we do a lot of stuff together. But, so I get these thoughts in my head to keep myself feeling like I'm moving forward and not stuck in the mud, dreaming of glory days. I didn't have any glory days, guys. I didn't have glory days. My life is, these are my glory days. Like they're supposed to be. Except I thought I'd be working still. Making money. Going on vacations. Those are always my dream is vacations. I always liked going on vacations. We went on vacations when I was a kid. Anyway, that's it for rambling. It's full of a lot of stuff as always. The next one is Know Thyself, and I have to tell you, it's going to be a comic book. One of my very early collecting comic books that I have a pretty good collection of. And so, alright, catch you all later. Peace, peace, good thoughts and blessings to you all, and I'll catch you on the flip side. I'm out of here.